Alright, hello everybody. I am very late today. This is kind of a result of I just kind of I started drinking with my roommate, and as a result, I lost track of time. I'm sorry. It just kind of it happens to me sometimes, but yeah, no, I apologize for that. But anyway, we're here. We're here with the promised game. This is kind of the last in my sort of Wild West backlog of like weird jank Western games that I make a I've had a habit of playing, and this one's the last one. So we'll be back to playing whatever. We're done with this little string of Western games I've been playing like in the Thursday slot for the time being. After we finish once we finish this game, but yeah, this is the original. This is the original Hard West. I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but Hard West 2 wasn't really what I was looking for. I feel like this game, despite the fact that it like is pretty rough, kind of has its own. It has its own like has its own charm to it, I think, and I think it had a good understanding of what the setting of like the Weird West was, which I actually really appreciate. We're gonna play this with combat injuries on normal mode. I usually play this game on easy because I don't really like I'm not really good at strategy games, but I'm gonna give normal a shot. I'm willing to slide it back down to easy if things start to really kick my ass and I'm starting to run into like a lot of problems. So for right now, we're gonna have it on normal. Like I'm not so proud. I'm not so proud that I'm willing to kick it back down to, I'm not willing to kick it back down to easy if I'm just getting my ass beat.
The Old West was a hard place.
Mm,
The only thing in abundance
the
was
West was hard.
poverty and firearms. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil
God damn it.
force.
Move the
The
hat, and
old
now I'm
man found
forsaken.
a small village and tried to trade equipment for food,
Ah,
but
fuck.
this village was overrun by outlaws.
Alright, whatever. I'm just not gonna move my head over
They
there too
took
much.
your mother
Just see if I can.
and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed
Whatever.
to break free, told you
Should be
to
fine.
hide, and set out to save her.
Just trying to move myself real quick. Ah, motherfucker. No. Sorry, I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but like, putting my own model together is really wonky, and as a result, the pixels don't make 100% sense. Yeah. Let me, I'll be right back. Should be okay for right now. My hat might freak out a little bit, but, we'll see. Sorry. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but everything I've put together for this stream is extremely bootleg, so it's a little goofy at times. And this hat is no exception because it's actually it's technically much larger than it actually looks like as a file, and I just kind of haven't fixed it. So as a result, sometimes it gets a little weird, and like if I crane my neck too far, it freaks out a little bit. But yeah, no, that's how it is. It's a product of my efforts, and my efforts were not significant. But yeah, I kind of know how this game works. But basically, what the deal is that we're currently playing as the dad. That's what I'm gonna play. That's what I'm gonna call him from here on out. And we are attempting to rescue our darling wife, who has been kidnapped by banditos. So As you can probably guess from like the setup here, Hard West is kind of like XCOM. It basically characters have two actions. They can move and they can shoot, and or do like some other ability instead of shooting. And they can also sacrifice their ability to shoot to move a little bit further. This is kind of unlike XCOM. They kind of modified it a little bit where first of all there's like a luck system, which is actually really strange, and I'll explain a little bit once things happen. But there's also like a detection system where you can kind of see this like question mark here. That means that your character has reason to think that there's a character there because they either hear them or they see their shadow, and that indicates that they're there, even though you can't see them and you don't know how much like health or whatever they have. There's a couple other things, but for right now, we're gonna move over here. Take cover. We've got fanning, which takes up 2 actions. So we're just gonna shoot this guy. Got a base 70% chance to hit with our pistol. No good. As you can see, that guy lost 70 luck, which happens when a character misses you, your character loses a bit of luck because they're lucky for not getting hit. If your character does take a shot, then they lose luck. No, if they take a shot, they gain luck because they were unlucky because they got a hit, which means that they have more luck in store. It's kind of weird, but it makes sense. It makes sense a little bit over time. It's a weird-ass system. I can't see anybody? Okay. Alright, well, we'll just let those guys come at me. It's been a while since I played a game like this. I think we'll be fine. This is the tutorial fight. Might die. We'll see. Oh, what else? Oh, really? I forgot about that. I didn't know your character... I've never seen that before. I don't know. It's been a while since I played this game, but I forgot that people could just automatically shoot you like that if you got close. I haven't seen that in a while. It's gonna take some getting used to. I'm probably gonna die a lot. Again, really? But yeah. Like I said, I usually play this game on easy. I don't really like to challenge myself with strategy games because I just get frustrated. A 40% chance to hit. That's a 40% chance to hit. If we move... Can't really move very far because our Mr. Dad here isn't very mobile. We'll retreat back to full cover here. See if maybe we can pop a shot on this guy. It's very unlikely. Oh, yeah. Cover in this game not only reduces chance to hit, but it also significantly reduces damage. So it's a flanking and such is like a really big deal. I think over right here. Like wait for them to get a little closer. See if they make a mistake and put themselves in a bad position. God damn. Lucky bastards. Alright, 50-50. It's good. Yeah, it's rough doing this with one guy. I don't want to put him out in the open because that guy's gonna come at me. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. The enemies have like a little circle around them because when you run into that circle, they shoot you automatically. That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of little things that differentiate this game from XCOM. Like not just the supernatural elements, like daytime means that certain abilities can't be used because they're associated with nighttime, but also just stuff like the automatic shooting, the luck system, things like that. Let's hide here. Oh, also when you reload your gun, you don't reload all the bullets automatically. Hard West is back. Hard West is real. Back to the beginning. Back to the game I actually liked. On. I don't think... No, there's a guy there. Ah, whatever. Well, there's a shot. We don't have enough action points to fan at him. Let's just Hail Mary it. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Is this flanking? Yes, it is. Hell yeah. Dad is getting kills. His body count is increasing. Yeah, characters will make, like, you'll see little things that indicate that you're hearing noise when characters move. Got a sick flank. Nope, no good. I'm in danger. Oh god. Oh god, this might be it. Oh god, why doesn't Dad shoot people automatically when they get near him like they do to him? Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this it? God damn. The West is hard. Who could have seen that coming? Alright, one more time. Dude, the tutorial fight's actually really hard because there's only one guy. You only have one guy. One more time. Hell yeah. I'm learning. Okay, there's a guy right there. Reload real quick. Then wait, I think is what we'll do. Where's the wait button? There we go. Nothing. Yeah, we don't have any abilities or anything either, which kind of sucks. There's no way I can kill this guy in one shot, and I really don't want to take damage, so I'm going to retreat a little bit now that you see me and try to get him to, like, move up or something. Oh, he didn't move at all. Interesting. This is so strange. Nope, no good. Hello, mister? Are you gonna react to my presence, like, at all? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ah. Like I said, game's a little jank. A little strange. A little weird. Ouch. God damn, I hate it when that happens. It's tragic that, like, your best chance of hitting is, like, 70% with the revolver. It sucks so fucking much. Okay, is this cover? It's not. It's weird. It's... Don't want to move there. We move, like, right here. We got an angle on this guy. If I don't kill this guy, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, cool. Where is the enemy? Also wish I had, like, a healing item. Oh well. The music in this game's kind of interesting because it was actually developed by the same guy who did the music for The Witcher. At least I'm pretty sure it was. Oh no. The guy that shot at me over here, he's moved. Oh, I'm scared. Where is he? If he kills me, we're bumping this down to easy, so I can just get through it. Oh, that's where I went. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay. Whew. Whew. All right, we're staking the playthrough on this one. Does this kill? Excellent. Some mother hubber over here. Okay, cool. It's working out. It's working out, boys. I believe.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it? The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head.
We found her, everybody.
Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
Yeah, we did it. We saved the day. We recovered 20% of Mom.
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now. Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
Became a man. You became a mature, fully grown 15-year-old. You're a man. So the two of you took over the ruined railroad company buildings and tried your hands at farming. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out an existence from the dirt. Now you were grown. You figured the two of you should try for Oregon again. It's what Mother would have wanted. Gold! Who would have thought they'd find it here? And just when you needed cash for your journey. Time to strike it rich and get out of town before the outlaws and madmen showed up. They always do. Masked Man controlled all the gold mining. His henchmen sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. Yeah, so we've got a mining license for digging gold, which we are going to use to fund our trip over to Oregon. If the game seems like it's moving a little fast, that's because it is. This was a very unproven little indie game that was... this is one of the... There was like a whole era of games. I feel like they're a lot less common now, but they were all games that were funded by Kickstarter. And this was one of them. This was definitely one of them. And it's got the same feel. I don't know, where it's kind of like... It's got like a really unique idea and a really interesting setting, but like the way it's put out is just a little bit jank, but in like not a bad way. All right, so we've got Meadow, Neighbor's House, and Ugly Ditch. I'm feeling the Ugly Ditch. That sounds like a cool place to be. Everyone said there was placer gold down in the ditch, but most of it was buried deep under hard rock. Considered using unconventional extraction methods. The unconventional methods were effective, but expensive. You first needed to obtain or rent the proper tools. Alright, most of the stuff is deep down, so we kind of want to get some equipment for that, I think. It looked like the nearby farmhouse was inhabited. You paid them a visit, and they turned out to be kind people. You exchanged pleasantries and the customary promises to help one another. More importantly, you met Florence, their beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged were a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. Not interested in prospecting themselves, the neighbor tipped you off about a couple of promising spots.
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about.
Oh no.
It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you, the way she made you feel.
Not let the women distract you, sir. We have gold to dig for. The mine looked like its hard rock depths were still untouched. There's probably gold down there. Let's see if we can find one that's got like some more like surface level stuff. You've heard about this place, a rich mine that collapsed years ago on top of a bunch of miners, burying them alive. Their wives and children still decorate the entrance with flowers. It looked like you could squeeze in, maybe get some of the gold they found. Fuck it. It might not have been the smartest thing to do, but you got in. As you reached the first opening, you found a skeleton with its legs crushed under a boulder. You wondered if he bled out before he died of thirst. His shirt, though stained, was still intact and of very good quality. You decided to go even deeper. The next cavern was cramped and full of stale air. You found a little gold, but still not much. You moved onwards, wondering how far it was to the bottom. Wounded and weary, you eventually reached the end of the furthest tunnel, and there inside, a massive stash of gold. The air must have poisoned you, because as you went to pick it up, you hallucinated a tall man in a suit, smiling and smoking. As you turned to leave, he said, "Just so we're clear, that's mine. But you can borrow it a while." Alright, it was all too much. You headed back to the surface. As you inched your way back to the sunlight, you heard a low rumbling all around you. You hurried, hands trembling, heavy drops of sweat rolling down your face. You had just emerged, blinking into the sunlight, when the mine collapsed behind you. Alright, cool. That's not concerning at all. Alright, so we've got Father and Warren. Warren's our protagonist, by the way. So we've got a bloodstained shirt, which protects from crippling injuries. Very cool. We'll put that on Dad, because he looks like he needs what he can get right now. And we've got a relic. Priceless relics have a soothing effect on all witnessing their mindless destruction. Grants healing over time to allies in a radius. Put that on Warren. Boots of thick leather crafted by a talented shoemaker. We'll put that on Dad. No, we will not put that on Dad. We'll put that on Warren. We also have a card. Unfortunately, this game's card art isn't quite as good as Hard West 2. Hard West 2 did very, very good with the card art. The Queen of Arts is Disguise. You are ignored by enemies at setup stage. Put that on Warren. And Ten of Spades is Ricochet. Ricochet's my favorite. Ricochet's my goddamn favorite. You'll find out why at some point. we'll get to show it off. Alas. Ford's Shaft. Ooh, damn. Prospector's Camp. Can we get some equipment from you guys? Oh, it's not hard to know why Ricochet is good. Ooh. Prospectors, led by Alexander Kane, had been collecting gold using rinsing pans. Kane had vast knowledge of placer gold retrieving techniques. You learned the master techniques of placer gold rinsing for $300. You learned how to retrieve gold using a sluice trough. Alright, let's give it a shot. You collected the placer gold deposits by rinsing gravel and sand through a sluice trough. And we'll go for the hard rock. You collected the hard rock gold deposits by smashing the quartz stones with a pickaxe. Alright, we've made a little bit of money. Go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit further. We've got seven more digs. Collected the deeper gold deposits, rinsing the rocks you excavated with a shovel. Very cool. We're slowly making profit, which is what I like to see. You notice a young native woman with a basket, picking flowers and carefully selecting herbs. Initially startled by your arrival, she then offered you healing herbs for sale. Sure, why not? After selling you some herbs, the young woman left. We've got 3 times dried healing herbs. We'll equip that. I do want health. That is something I would like, because I'm going to get shot a lot, because I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. Such is the nature of me playing a strategy game. What are the unconventional methods? I don't know any. Okay. This might look like its hard rock depths were still untouched. There's probably gold down there. The placer gold deposit had already been exhausted. We'll go for the deep shit. $126. That's what I like to see. Inevitably, news about the gold spread. Overnight, several nearby homesteads and settlements were raided. Father worried you wouldn't make it on your own. He figured you'd need protection. You disagreed, but went along with his decision. For the last time. That's not ominous. Ask the crime lord for protection. That's what I like to hear. The proprietor was eager to exchange goods with you. You got to bartering. Guns. A 10-gauge double shotgun. for 50 bucks. What a steal. Got tobacco. Got dried healing herbs. We've got some shoes. I think we're good on clothing. The dad is wearing a blood-soaked shirt, and the son is wearing just boots, which, I mean, they're both fully dressed, right? The protection they offer is the best, to be fair. That is true. It is the best. I think we're good on herbs for right now. We got a good deal. We got a good deal from a local. I will buy that shotgun though. Who needs crime lords when you've got a double barrel? Oh yeah, this game's got a heat system, by the way, which I think is the amount of threat that your character represents to enemies. And as a result represents like what they as a result represents like how likely they are to get shot. The Mexican said he'd help you if you split your gold money with him. He left you a bunch of guns, some empty blessings, and a promise to send a vaquero to help out. I've got Cheech. He's got a Western rifle and a sawed-off Cobra, a high-damage scatter gun, powerful and easily concealed, and one of the first repeaters, some called the gun that won the West. I respect it. We've also got a Navy gun, which is a heavier pistol with fewer bullets. Similar to a regular revolver, but with bigger slugs and lower capacity. And we'll give Warren a rifle, so he's got a little more range. Oop, the Fate Trader. Oh yeah, the Fate Trader is a little. Oh yeah, it's run by this fabulous man. You came across a shady character in a peculiar clothing and by a bizarre market stand. He said that his trinkets will only reveal themselves to you when you deserve so. So he's got a bunch of stuff. I think I unlocked this because I've played the game through. And there's a bunch of guns here that are pretty good and very unique. And I don't think I'm going to buy any of them because it's a little much right now. Rumor has it the Pope himself gave Cervantes the gun before he came to America. Oh yeah, this game's got some goofy goddamn guns. Look at this thing. It worked for bullets. Why not guns? 8 magazines with 6 bullets apiece. Because, you know, some guy out there went, well, if we have a cylinder that holds 6 bullets, and then it spins as you shoot the bullets, what if we had another bigger cylinder that has more cylinders in it? So you spin the cylinder, and then you spin the bigger cylinder, and then you just kind of keep getting bullets. And then he ended up with the heaviest pistol known to man. There's also this fucking thing, which I think looks kind of like the Striker in Resident Evil. Your basic, one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art revolving shotgun. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh yeah, this is a vest made of human skin, by the way. Very cool. But yeah, a bunch of crazy stuff we'll be running into. We're not buying that. Anyway, let's get out of here. Church. God may have been away on business, but Reverend Gervais had a reputation of being a miracle worker. For a price, he could heal the most serious ailments. Those with less cash could leave a tip in the offering box, granting them a place in his prayers for the day. The prayer offering had a surprisingly high price for something that might not have worked at all. Let's go for it. Would the offering grant awesome powers? Who knew? Warren now has blessed sight. Ooh. Anywho, I think our house is getting attacked, so we should probably deal with that. The bandits were coming. It was the hour of reckoning. Defensive positions. What's Cheech? As he himself often said, Cheech wasn't paid to talk, but he was a competent gunfighter and didn't flinch from death. Warren, that's you. After Mother died, you had to grow up fast. You were always impulsive, courageous, and wild at heart. You always believed in doing the right thing, no matter the consequences, and you never pulled your punches. And then Father. Father was a reasonable, law-abiding man, the best role model a kid could have. He never lost hope, no matter what the hard, unforgiving West dished out. Just a group of honest people, which means they are perfect for getting fucking destroyed out in the West. They only mean the best. If Cheech dies, it'll cost you $200. Uh-oh. This game's music is quiet, but some of the tracks are actually really good. We can open the door, right? There we go. Where is the enemy? I'm a little concerned. We'll just scat out a little bit here. Is there anyone out here? Oh. Okay. Concerned. Does Cheech see anything? Cheech sees nothing. We're just gonna wait right here. We're supposed to defend, I think, so... We'll just wait for the moment, see who comes up. Oh god, they're coming from the woods. Nice. Just a bunch of forest people just emerging from the woods. Very mysterious. Wow, there is a lot of them. I wish I had dynamite. Okay, Warren, you've got a rifle. Let's use it. What is this? 72%, 74%, 74%, 70. 4. We should probably clear out some of these guys first. Whoa, fabulous. That's what I like to fucking see. See if Cheech does any better. Alright, cool. He shot the frame rate directly, but it worked out. Ooh, 100% chance? Go for it, Dad. Hell yeah. Alright, good start, good start. 2 kills, I'll take it. %. Okay. Okay, we're good. Let's give Ricochet a shot. Alright. 80%. Bam. Woo! That shit, Moritz. Okay, got 3 left. Excellent. Cheech hasn't even been killed yet, which is fabulous. How much does... He can hit this guy. Kind of. Where's the other... There's 3 enemies left. I see 2. Whatever. Okay. Oh, he was in the woods. Got it. Moritz is coming in. Who's he gonna shoot? Excellent. Got a man in the house. I'm threatened. Just, like, walk up on him. Greetings, sir. You're... Howdy. Jesus. You can also interact with objects to create cover like that. That's the thing that this game's got going for it. Get that guy. Well, Mr. Moritz, looks like you're all alone. That's pretty tragic. Ouch. Crippled sight. That's a problem. Guy near anything I can ricochet with Papa? Doesn't look like it. We can bounce off of this thing. That doesn't get around his cover. No, it doesn't look like it. We'll move up here. While the sun move right here. And we'll just go for a scatter shot. Yeah, I didn't think so. Peach might be in a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. What is that's what he's paid for, right? To maybe take a hit or two. $36, $34. Just need to do 1 damage. He's got 1 health. One of these has to hit. Something's gotta hit. Swear to God. Outstanding. Alright. He did find an excellent position. Don't worry, Cheech will become stronger from this. Fear not. Out of ammo for that gun. Swap to the pistol. There we go. Excellent. No one of value was harmed in the process. That's what I like to see. Though he survived the attack, Father was worried. He said you should build an underground escape tunnel in case of another attack, but he also wanted you to call the shots. Hey, yeah, why not? Father said he'd take care of the materials and construction. Meanwhile, the bandits were attacking elsewhere. You ran to make sure Florence was safe. Florence's parents didn't survive the raid. You found her among the dead. Weeping, she followed you home and never left. She never spoke of it, but brought fresh flowers to their house in their memory every week. Aw. While you were gone, your father had a visitor, a well-dressed gentleman with a peculiar accent who seemed to appear out of nowhere. His magnificent cologne almost concealed his curious sulfur aroma. Could he be? No. No, that was madness. The gentleman was quite persuasive, convincing Father to spend most of his cash on a lucky amulet. He was fed up with struggling, running scared from bandits, crime lords, and the weather. He wanted the prospecting business to take off, and fast. Still, though, Father seemed loath to discuss the matter. He downplayed the power of the trinket, insisting it probably wouldn't work. Still, things improved. Father swiftly found new digging sites, and extraction was efficient. Soon he was able to buy a better mining license. Surely not the devil. Sulfur? He just took like a little hike around a volcano before coming down to our prairie home. Where we should be able to learn some excavation company. That's what I want to see. Chris Jordan. Let's learn. I want to learn some advanced techniques. We're gonna need more money for that. The Mexicans cut amounted to $31, resulting in an income of $179. Hey, I'll take it. Learn how to create and organize an open pit mine. We've now got medium tier big money. That's what I like to see. The Mexican crime lord is raising the rate at which he collects my money. I do not like it. Some folks said that just before sunrise, there was an electric feeling out on the packed earth to the crossroads, the kind that makes your hair stand on end and sends shivers down your spine. Some swore they'd met a man there, well-dressed and well-spoken, who offered them a tempting deal. He can make you powerful in return for a piece of yourself. I like my bits, I'm afraid. The man smiled, tipped his hat, and then turned on his heel and left the crossroads. After a few steps, he had disappeared, though the night was crisp and clear. I feel like we dodged a bullet. Not sure, just the weirdest feeling. Dexterity elixir for that. By a house of a poor family, the small bridges they told you. They were trying to leave, saying this country was unsafe, but without money they had little chance of preparing for even a short journey. I'll be back in a little bit, when I have a little bit more money. Hang on. Let's go back to Ugly Ditch. Get some additional money. He keeps increasing the tax. 30%? You're a goddamn maniac. Cheech isn't even here anymore. You realized too late that your gold had made the Mexican powerful. He demanded more and more of your profits, and there was little way to stop him. Proud, brave Florence went to parley with the criminal, hoping to appeal to his kinder nature. Uh-oh. She knew you would never allow it, so left without telling you, leaving just a note. But the Mexican had no better nature to appeal to. Florence never returned. You immediately prepared to bust her out. Jesus. Is this guy like the only Mexican person around? Any nice Mexicans in the area? I know they exist. You visited a small frontier town made up mostly by miners. One of the shops featured a selection of firearms. Do we have any... What does the gun shop have for us? Oh god. Oh god, he's got the weird shit. He's got the pepper box. The regular pepper box revolver spiced up with triple the barrels. It's got 16 bullets. We also got the revolver rifle. This thing's weird. I don't think it's worth it. A shotgun wedding between a classic rifle and a revolving magazine. Quick reload. We got a 12-shooter. 2 6-shooters engineered into one. Twice the equality in a single hand. What are these guns? We've got a trypophobia device here. The Remy Borgen rifle. As effective as popular lever-action rifles, but twice as intimidating. Aim -5. And then we've got a harmonica gun. Its innovative design gives this weapon an extremely fast reload time. This shit was real. No, okay, this thing might have existed at one point. I definitely know that there's a 1911 that is 2 things fused into one. So, like, it's like a double thick, like, 1911 that has 2 magazines and 2 barrels. I don't know why someone would make that, but I know it exists. I think this thing's real, but I'm not totally sure. This thing's a little weird. They had revolver rifles for, like, a brief period of time, but it was a little weird because, I explained this last time I played Hunt Showdown, but you know how, like, you see like, this, you know how you have 2 hands, right? You have 2 hands, you put one hand right here, right? Because you got to put the finger on the trigger, right? So you've got one hand gripping here, you got your shoulder back here. Where does your other hand go? Because you need to have another hand further up here. You're not going to put both hands here. That would be weird and kind of like imbalanced. So you need to put a hand right over here. Like maybe right here. So you have your hand right here, right? That means your wrist and your forearm are right here. You want to know a funny thing about revolvers? You see this chamber right here? When you shoot the gun, a bunch of hot, like, gas gets belched out of this little gap here between the cylinder and the barrel, right where your wrist and your forearm are. And that's why they don't make revolver rifles. But this is a video game, so we don't have to worry about that. And this is just fucking stupid. Hang on, there's a quote I need to find for you guys. Anyway, I remember Mark Twain wrote for a little while in like one of his memoirs, I think, about like the Allen pepper box, which is like a pepper box is like it's like the gun that preceded the revolver and was basically like a flintlock that had a shit ton of barrels just in like a circle essentially. And the way he wrote about it was that It was a he said it was a gun extremely dangerous, just as likely to kill the person using it as the person it was aimed at, because if you shot a pepper box, there's a good chance that you'd do something called a chain fire, where the hot gas and the flame coming out of one barrel gets into another barrel, which causes all the powder in that barrel to go off, which causes all of the barrels in your gun to fire like at roughly the same time, and then causes the thing to fucking explode in your hand. And despite all that, he described it as a cheerful gun. Very cool. We don't really need the Derringer. I don't like the Derringer. We don't really need a 6-shooter, I think. The Cobra is like it's like a shotgun, but like shotgunnier. So I feel like we'll keep it for now. The harmonica gun's kind of like a revolver, but like more. I guess we'll buy that. Maybe for the dad. Actually, no, the 12-shooter's a bit better, because it's got fanning and it aims a little better. The heavy pepper box is very funny, so I might buy that. How's our trade looking? 165? That in there. Trade. Alright. Papa. The shotgun, the regular shotgun has more. So I'm inclined to use that. Aim 10, aim 5. Okay, the repeater rifle is better than the Western rifle, I think. Okay. We're gonna put the heavy pepper box on Warren. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see that man using that thing to the utmost capacity. And we'll put the 12-shooter on Dad. There we go. We've got a new card. We've got some new cards, I think. Jack of Clubs, dodge. If there's a chance to dodge the bullet, you will. And it's an active. So there are actives in this game. They're interesting. They're like, got a 10 of spades. Put that there. We've got a pair. +4 movement. So there's actives in this game, and they cost luck, which is really funny. Because it means luck is mana in this game. Magic is powered purely by luck. I don't remember how. I don't remember if like the amount of luck you have determines how well you dodge things. But I do know that you lose luck when bullets miss you, and you gain luck when bullets hit you, as like either a cost for having a lucky dodge or a refund for having an unlucky hit you. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Put dodge on Warren, I guess. He seems like a swift and agile young man. We should probably kill this guy before. We should probably kill this guy before he takes more of my money. That's what I'm really concerned about right now. Actually, let's check this area around a bit more. I want to make sure we. The man's eyes had been sewn shut with crude twine. Oh. He sat perfectly still, his gun in his holster, his stash on the ground close to you. For minutes, he didn't make the slightest noise, then uttered a single, slow sniff. You could have grabbed his stuff and made a run for it. But then there was that gun. Knowing better than to meddle in affairs you didn't understand, you greeted him simply and respectfully. Nodding, he blessed you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not robbing a blind guy with a gun. I feel like I'm just begging for pain one way or another. As you traverse the forest, you spotted a rare albino rabbit. Its skin would net a decent price, and albino rabbits' feet are a powerful good luck charm. The rabbit, for its part, sat still, as though perhaps you were the valuable prey. I don't trust it. You shot the creature, quickly skinned it, and kept the foot for good measure. Who's the prey now? I don't trust animals, especially animals that have folklore. We'll put a rabbit's foot there. Put it on Papa. There we go. What is the? Okay, so yeah, so Warren and Father are essential. So if they die, that means that the mission's over. Dad also has the amulet power, which means the amulet bought from a shady character grants you good luck, +5 luck per turn. Warren's got a spine fracture. Oh shit, we should get that. We should get that fixed. This man's paralyzed. All right, Warren here. While the healing was costly, it also proved effective. What is it? I think there's a system in this game. Okay, yeah, that's fixed. Break spine. I think there's a system in this game where if you do a fight with a character that has an injury, it like heals over, and that means that it's got like they'll get benefits, but you have to deal with like they have to deal with the injury for like a fight, so it's kind of like a choice you make. Let's go give these people money. They were very grateful, said they pray for you, which is a nice idea, but who are we kidding? This game. The abandoned mill held a puzzling scene. Two identical twins, one holding a gun, the other shot dead. You'd seen their face on a wanted poster, but just one of them. When he saw your gun, the shooter dropped his and claimed innocent, saying he shot his murderous brother in self-defense. He offered you the gun. Sure. You inspected the gun. The craftsmanship was simply magnificent. We got a harmonica gun. That's not what I was hoping for, but whatever. I guess we can sell it. Go to town. Funny. Okay. Florence has been kidnapped or whatever. She'll be fine. I gotta get mining. What about some special mining tools? You learn about several specialists who might be able to help you out. And what about some additional mining spots? Oh, excellent. The shovel pit had abandoned once the placer deposit started being exhausted and the hard rock proved too hard. About the deeper gold. That's a lot of money, damn. What else can we do? We can hire a young miner to help in prospecting. You welcome him on board. For as long as he was around, he helped your operations, increasing your mining income by 10%. He also is going to help us kill people, I think. Alright, Pat. Welcome aboard. You ready to go fight some criminals? Let's go. Let's get this guy. Let's get this guy some herbs at least. I'm gonna save her. We'll give him the dodge move. You ever been you ever been hired just to work on a mine and then they hand you a gun and say we need to save my girlfriend? Then you just go charging off to fight some criminals.
You talked with Florence through a barred window. To get her out, you'd need the key. This same key could also be used to lock the guards inside the house.
Okay, so yeah, this is the setup mode, which is like stealth. You can, so the jail key's over there. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it all the way there without dying, but you know. You can also shoot people, which is interesting. Which I think will immediately cause an alarm. But right now, we'll just set up. I don't know what subduing is. Like, guy out. Select an enemy to subdue for 5 turns based on character heat. Subdue again to prolong the effect. Do we just like... Oh, you hold them up, that's right. We'll do like a little setup here, make some cover. And then we'll wait a turn, I guess. Well, yeah, we'll just keep Warren parked here. End the turn real quick. Put Pat right here, which is in good shooting position. Put Dad here. I guess we'll just shoot this guy. Oops. Combat. Alright, 65%, 60%. Can I, like, move it real quick? No. Alright, well, we'll just give this a shot. Ooh! Excellent. Oh, that's Cheech! Oh, no. Oh, well. Sorry, buddy. Got a problem with your boss. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the Cheech I remember. Can't quite hit a guy in cover. These guys are fabulously dressed. I'm jealous. Oh no, he's got the height advantage. Fire a shot that ignores all obstructions and never misses. I could say a shot. I think we can only kill. It's a shame the golden bullet doesn't like pierce through people. Banning is 3 shots with a 20% aim penalty. We'll just kill this guy. Can he hit this guy? No. What about from here? Alright, alright. Making good progress. I find it so fucking funny that the first thing I had Pat do was, like, fight people rather than prospect like he was hired to do. I'd be so fucking upset if I was him. Hold a moment. Okay. Alright, this guy, we can probably get him from here. There we go. Dad's getting kills. Ooh. What about this guy up here? Do we have an angle on him? I don't think we do. God, but Warren's fast. Can he hit him from here? Lone Shark El Oshuro. Oh, Oshuro. Is that the only guy we can hit? Guess so. And he's dead. Vengeance was yours. Oh dear, Cheech. This isn't how I wanted to end our relationship, but sometimes that's just how things work out. The West is hard, after all. Nice work, Pat. Hell yeah. Clean sweep, everybody. Woo! Mission complete. If only your prospecting was lucky enough, you could get on the Oregon Trail again. Reunited again, the two of you returned home, safe and sound. A few days later, Father came to you in a panic with the amulet. It was falling apart in his hands. It appeared Father had been cheated by the strange gentleman. Wow, who could have seen this coming? Who had been so devilishly convincing. No one can meddle with the balance of the world and get away with it. Ever onwards, Father was jinxed by the cursed trinket. Forevermore, he brought bad luck wherever he went. So now, we've got the amulet curse, which is the inverse of what the amulet power was. So now everyone's got -5 luck per turn, except for Pat, because he's just a guy. Alright, we've got the Black Joker. No ability on its own, but Jokers serve as wildcards for making better hands. Hell yeah. Now we've also got King of Spades, Barrage. Shoot at all enemies in sight in sequence. That one to Dad, I think. No. We can't put like a. We have a kind. Let's look. Guess we'll give Barrage to Florence. She's a. Actually, we'll swap these two. Give Barrage to Pat. There we go. Okay, okay. Excellent. We're looking good. We're looking good. Find a way to lift the curse. We can mine a bit more now, can't we? The real reason I wanted to kill the local crime lord was because I didn't want him taking a cut. Purely business, you understand? Oh yes. Cash. Now they've got some resources. Let's explore a little bit. A slave fugitive. The man was cold, hungry, and scared. He explained that he had been a slave, but had escaped and had been on the run for months. Terrified that they were on his trail, he begged you to shelter him, saying that if you didn't, he'd surely be taken back to his previous hellish existence. Yeah, sure, why not? The former slave was beside himself with joy, promising you wouldn't regret it. You sincerely hoped he was correct. I'll trust someone who's desperate. God may have been away on business, but Reverend Gervais had a problem. Yeah. Can we get a curse exorcism? You paid your money, but would later discover it had no effect. Nice! Father's curse made prospecting impossible. Whatever methods you tried, whatever places you sought, nothing worked. The situation was hopeless. Though you never said it, his guilt was clear, which made for many silent evenings. One day, you awoke to a note from Father. He was sorry for the bad decisions he made. He was sorry for your mother, for Florence, for you. He loved you, and that meant he had to leave. If only it had helped. The place was filled with lowlives. Wow. Wow. We can sell the slave to these guys. That's horrific. What do these guys have? Some say scoped rifles are the tool of the devil, but you can't argue with their results. Chain rifle. Nothing beats chain ammunition when you just want to keep shooting. Wow. We've also got a nail bomb. A stick of dynamite refitted with 9-inch nails. They've always got to be 9 inches. We love our references for extra damage. Deals damage to everyone in the radius. Sure. Snuff powder. A mix of powdered tobacco and spices. Revitalizing. Lucky Charm and Gambling 8 in 1. Ethanol has countless applications, including anesthetic. Go. I like guns. Willing to buy more. We'll give Florence the elephant rifle. That looks like something. Looks like something proper. AV rifle, pepper box. Let's give Florence the 12 shooter. There we go. We'll give Pat a nail bomb. Looks like that's. I feel like that's the kind of thing he'd use. I don't know. I look at this guy. I feel like this guy would be down for a nail bomb. So it's just a weird feeling. If we open the card screen, we should also have our stuff back. We can give who gets the ricochet and the golden bullet? Give disguise to Florence. Give these two to Warren. Yeah, this works for me. I like the pair bonus because it gives +4 movement. It's kind of a shame that 3 of a kind does not give movement as well as like the max luck chance, but whatever. Talk turned to news from the Mexican's town now that he was dead. Things sounded bad there. The Mexican was harsh, but he kept order. Now the town was total anarchy. Does anyone here know how to lift a curse? Everyone had a different surefire method. Some told you to pray, others said to make an offering at the church. Still more put their faith in exorcisms. You heard tell of a fortune teller nearby. Probably a charlatan, but at this point you'd try anything. Or maybe you'd be better off with a classic. Find a wishing well and drop a coin inside. Alright, well, we've got options. We already tried the church. That wasn't any good. Go fight some bandits. The town had been a mess ever since you killed the crime lord. It was time to finish what you started. Yes, it was. I'm gonna swap the heavy pepper box for a regular pepper box. Just because I wanted to... Yeah. I don't think we need to do more than 5 damage currently. It was high time you fix what you've broken and kill all the misfits who were flocking to town.
It was an ambush. They knew you were coming.
Oh dear. These have been alerted. Florence and Warren must survive. I don't see anything I can bounce bullets off of, which is really tragic. I got some random woman here dressed like a prostitute, just helping them out. That's funny. And yes, I think I can confidently say that she's dressed like a prostitute. That is the only kind of person in the Wild West that would dress in like a corset like that with nothing else. Trust me. Trust me, I know. I'm a local expert. One down. Don't. Where are we gonna put you, Pat? We'll park him right there. He might get a little shot by a woman, but that's okay. It'll harm his pride, but sometimes that just kind of needs to happen with us once in a while. I want to sit here. One thing I do find funny about this game is that literally everyone knows how to shoot. No exceptions. Sure, we'll give it a shot. Nope, no good. Couldn't quite shoot her through like three solid barriers. Oh, there's 2 of them. I did not notice these guys all the way over here. Oh dear. We should get inside a building. Ooh, is he about to die? Ooh. Is it over? Is it over? Because I forgot this entire fucking house full of dudes. Fabulous. Let's try that again.
It was an ambush. They knew you were coming.
Alright. One more time. We'll pop. We'll have Florence sit inside right here. She's got an elephant gun, which means that she should be able to shoot pretty far. She can't see anybody, buddy. Oh no. What about over here? 37%. Am I feeling lucky? 39. Shoot this guy? No. Can she do it? Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Not underestimating her ever again. Okay. Didn't know we had a sharpshooter here. Uh-oh. Cool. It worked out. Okay. I think, what is it? The curse? I think it develops into, like, an actual move called Jinx or something at some point in the game where, like, he just kinda... Like, the dad is just so unlucky, he just affects other people's luck. That is danger. Can I, like, cone shot this real quick? Max damage 4. Let's give it a shot. Well, that's 1 down. Gotta love shotguns. Alright, anything we can shoot over here? No. One thing I did appreciate about Hard West 2 is that they made it so that Ricochet was way more accessible in that game than it is in this one. In this game, there's only like a handful of objects you bounce things off of. But in the other game, the shit was just everywhere. There's really nothing inside there I can bounce a bullet off of? That's tragic. We'll just move him back here in full cover. Never mind. Moving him up there was a mistake. I'll reload the elephant gun real quick, because it only holds one gigantic bullet. See if she can shoot this guy. Excellent. Florence has 2 kills. Terrifying. She has been in combat for 2 turns and has racked up 2 kills. This guy's in a bad spot. Can I shoot him? I can't. Oh no. Yeah, golden bullet.
Numbers gradually dwindled.
Straight through a wall. Okay. Do this with my roommate. He's playing Call of Duty right now, and he's being very salty. I have reason to believe that it's possible that a 12-year-old has killed him. Know how it is. Let's go for it. Can she do it? Jesus Christ, Florence. Oh, there's another one. The salt is included with the meal. You know what you signed up for. Certain things come with the territory. Got it, yeah, there we go. I'll reload real quick. It was funny, we were having, like, my roommate and I were, like, drinking a bit, and I was like, you know, I just looked at the time, and I was supposed to start streaming, like, an hour ago, so I'm gonna go, and he's like, yeah, I need to go play on Call of Duty, and I was like, oh, you need to, and he's like, these children, he's like, these kids need to be disciplined. Lucio Moliana. Oh my god, the 69% didn't work out? Impossible. Who's he shooting? It's Pat. Pat's doing great. See if we can move here, see if we can get an angle on him. That's what I like to see. Let's see it. Hell yeah.
Took down the most vicious among them. With the worst of the lot gone, the town now had a chance to find some semblance of normalcy.
How many people in the Wild West can claim that they shot up a town not once, but twice? We shot up the town once, waited for more people to show up, and then shot it up again. Alright, we got the Red Joker, the Ace of Spades, and the Jack of Diamonds. We also got some sick leather boots. Boots can hardly get any more stylish. 1 damage, 6 movement, -1 max HP. Well, gotta put that on Warren. I want to see him hit people. And the card stream. We've got both Jokers, and they've got the same loser on them. It's +5 aim, +2 movement, +4 sight, +1 HP, +2 defense, +10 luck. Ace of Spades, Prayer, grants random powerful bonuses. That's what I like to see. Put that on Florence, see what happens to her. High card, +8 sight. Ooh. We've got a jack. What's she got? She has a jack. Okay. Shadow Salve. Regenerate when not in direct sunlight. Very powerful in Nightmares. Nightmares is this game's description for arenas where they're... it's not just nighttime. It is a nightmare. So we're just in Supernatural Town. Put that there. Yeah, Florence is looking stacked. Jesus Christ. Alright, cool. We're looking strong. That's what I like to see. The well. Let's give the well a shot. I trust wells. I like water. It was the well you'd heard people talking about. You could drop a coin inside to make a wish. Looking down, you saw golden coins glimmering in the water. Fuck it, let's drop a coin in there. You dropped the coin down the well, but it had no effect that you could discern. No good. Let's try the fortune teller. I know God doesn't have me right now. You found the hut inhabited by a young woman. Rumor had it she could see the future. You asked how much she would charge to try to lift the curse. She took your money eagerly, but though she tried a range of methods, none of them were effective. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, you returned after a hard day's work to find thugs raiding your house. You scouted from a safe distance. They would pay for this with their lives. We're sounding extremely angry. Let's go. From afar, you could see armed thugs roaming your homestead, sneaking through the escape tunnel. As you prepared to make your move, the slave you're sheltering came out of hiding. He had been working the fields when he saw armed men approaching. He was in no condition to fight, but gave you the charm that had kept him alive until now. Nice! It worked out! Ojo del Muerto. A talisman with a fallen gunslinger's eye embedded in it. +10 aim, -5 defense. +10 aim is really nice. We'll give Florence the we'll give Florence the shrunken head. I'm sure she appreciates it. That's what I want to do when I get married in the future. I'll gift my wife a shrunken head with the gunslinger's eye in it, and she'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'll be like, "It's a charm. It helps you hit your targets." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Kill all invaders. Absolutely. Alright, so this is nighttime. No shadows can be spotted. No one is protected by sunlight. So the sunlight doesn't protect people from, like, magic power. There's a guy right in front of me. Excuse me. But it also means that, and no shadows can be spotted means that it's kind of harder to figure out where enemies are. Dodge, prayer. Oh, we'll get this guy. Maybe. Yes, absolutely. These guys are just called invaders, like they're aliens. It's 67, 74. Let's go for it. No! Oh Christ. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make it. It'll be fine. Orin. This happens to me all the time in XCOM. I'll position a guy somewhere and I'll realize he's just got his entire vulnerable naked body just displayed for every alien in space. And then I'll be like, no! And then he'll die. Kill this man. There we go. Pat, I want you to introduce these guys to the miracle of technology. 9-inch nails. There we go. The railroad?
The corrupt local government deeded them your property, claiming the right of eminent domain, making the house you were defending no
What the fuck is that?
Every man you killed
No!
was the man you had a little higher. Because now you are a wanted man, an outlaw.
Guys, unfortunate news. I'm a criminal. I've become what I swore to defeat. Did that bot work for the local government? Does he work for the railroad? You know, I didn't actually read that paragraph I saw. Let me take a look. Yeah, that was definitely some bullshit. Alright. Alright. Kill all invaders. Kill all invader Zims. I can't move the camera currently. Oh, there we go. It unstuck itself. Magic. I don't know where the rest of the invaders are, but I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, they'll come over when they feel like it. How's Warren doing? Let's use that relic. Oh my god. It's Jesus. Did that do anything? Whatever. Let's just chew some herbs real quick. Ooh. There's a guy in my house. Hang on. Pat, could you be a darling? Since you've got the shotgun and you're extra fast and all. Boo! Where's this other guy? Does Florence see him? I have no idea. Let's pray. Blessed healing. Damn, she's just invincible. Woman cannot be stopped. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? The outside? I don't see this man. Where did he go? Is he stuck somewhere? Did he go into the outhouse and fall in? What happened? Did he run off to Mexico? Yoo-hoo! Mr. Invader. Look at my house. It is open, it is vulnerable. It is undefended. Where are you? Where did you go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Invader Joe. Where is he? Hello? Is he on the map? I hope he spawned. If he didn't spawn, that'll be really awkward. This hasn't happened to me before. This is a new one on me. Like, I'm not even seeing enemy turns. Like, what is this? Oh, there he is. He fucking got inside somehow? Are you fucking joking? Where the hell was he?
You will fight for your own and take back what was yours. The tunnel you used was mighty useful and led you all the way into the house.
Whatever. I guess we have to do that whole fucking thing over again. Great. Oh, cool. Great. This is going great. This is going fantastic. Cool. Ouch. Alright, cone shot. Can we get both of these guys? Okay, yeah, we can get both of these guys. Hang on. There's like a pixel. There we go. Oh my god, how? I don't understand. How's that guy alive? There's a guy upstairs. I don't like it. Scared. Florence is fragile. These guys do a lot of damage per shot. It's not great. Right. Oh my god, the thugs. They work for the railroad. Who could have seen this coming? Blessed legs. God has blessed these hammies. Guy is in a corner over there. Let's have Pat run like up here and see if we can get the guy into like a vulnerable position. Never mind, there's another guy up there. Okay, blessed legs, blessed legs, blessed legs. Get in there, Florence. Kill this man. Fabulous. Can I do this? Oh my god. Golden bullet is magic. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay, this time we actually see the guy. Wow. Amazing. Fucking, I'm not taking any chances with you, motherfucker. Just die. There we go.
The truth of your situation finally hit home. You had to run.
Scenario complete. Yep, the chapter is done. Alright, we survived on normal. That wasn't too bad. And we're back on the main menu. We're gonna do... What was that? Was that this one? No. Ignore that. What was it? Method and Menace, Good as Dead. Okay, so this is the timeline of the whole thing. We're gonna do... Method and Solomon Delir unexpectedly inherits great wealth and a dangerous mission to cure the madness spreading across the region. Aided by a mysterious benefactor, he delves ever deeper into the unexplored reaches of the human mind. A hot-blooded young adventurer hears fantastic tales of a lost city of gold and plots an expedition to the heart of the jungle. Unfathomable wealth and eternal glory are within reach, but what price is he willing to... There are so many typos that I didn't notice the first time I played this game. is willing to pay for them. Your rootless but happy times of drifting are violently interrupted when you cross the wrong man, but a powerful stranger helps you rise up, gamers, transforming you from a carefree gambler into the personification of vengeance. We could do this one. This one's pretty neat, but we could also do this one. See who's here. Should I do a one-shot of this game, or should I play it all the way through? I could probably beat this game in like 3 sittings. Maybe. Because that's about how many weeks I've got of streaming left before I take a long break. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do this one. Let's do the exploration for gold scenario. Oops, sorry.
Alvaro Vasquez sought fortune, fame, and adventure. So when an ambitious inquisitor told him a Mayan legend about a lost and mysterious city of gold, he listened carefully. Such a find would cement his place in history and make him a very wealthy man. Vain as he was, he believed it was.
I think I mentioned this earlier, but my roommate's Mexican, and I think he'd get a kick out of seeing me play a game where the first antagonist you run into is literally just called the Mexican.
Companions. They tortured the Inquisitor, hoping he would reveal the location of the city.
Probably just laugh about it. They're like, oh my god, these motherfuckers. What are they trying to say? Having evaded capture, it was up to Alvaro Vasquez to save his companions. Kill or subdue the guard to free Zacharias, open the door to Diego's cell to free him, and procure better weapons.
His associates needed help. The best way to give it to them was to acquire as much firepower as possible.
Okay, we're in a setup phase and we're alone. There's guns over here. There's a feller over here. There's another feller over here. So what we want to do... Go over there. I don't think we'll alert him if we do this. Okay, we're good. Creep on over here. That's a lot of fellers for one man. Absolutely. It's not too many fellers for 3, though, so hopefully we can solve this problem.
His old friend,
Diego!
2 more of Vasquez's companions still needed his help.
Let's go get Zacharias. Diego's got a Derringer. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping he'd have something a little bit better. Better than nothing. Oh, Diego's got a deadly Derringer, but Vasquez has a golden Derringer. That's how you know. That's how you know the chain of command here. That's how you know who's in charge. How shiny is your pocket pistol? How many carats is your gun? Right. Let's see here. Oh, there's the Inquisitor. There's no way we're gonna be able to help him without killing a bunch of people. We'll park Diego. We can take care of this guy when he gets the chance to. Forget the caliber. What's it worth at option? You think I'm using this thing to shoot people? No. Oh god. There we go.
Mentor, Senor Zacharias, thanked him for liberating him. The enemy still held one of his men captive.
Senor Zacharias. He's in a nice suit. We'll just keep Diego where he's at. Better guns. somewhere over here. That, it's right there. Got it. That. 3 turns on that guy? Okay. I love the default font on the number there. You see this? You see this font here? You see that 3 at the top of the at the top, like above the health bar 5? That little 3 there. That should cost them no money. That's an Arial. This isn't gonna get him arrested, is it? Okay, cool. If I don't get my UI elements in Helvetica, how can I know it's authentic? Alright. Luckily, Zacharias possesses psychic powers and was able to teleport guns to everybody, which is excellent. Stick that guy up again to make sure the alarm doesn't go off quite yet. Alright, so Vasquez has a 10-gauge shotgun. Not perfect, but whatever. Diego also has a 10-gauge shotgun. Well, he's crept around this guy, so we'll be able to take this guy out, at least. Actually, hang on. Still, we can stick that guy up. What if we use Zacharias to stick these 2 up? How does that work? The other guy doesn't know. He doesn't see his friend fucking holding his arms up. Yeah, this makes sense. Can I just like walk up and get the other guy? God. Totally invisible. I love bootleg stealth. It's so fucking funny. To do this other guy? Cannot threaten enemies when other enemies see you. What about... Oh, I see. Okay, I need to get another guy up. Gotcha. And maybe I can, like... sneak Cervantes all the way over. Have Diego come over and stick this guy up. Fellas, if you could hurry it up. I want to see if I can stealth this segment. It'd be really funny if I could. This is funny. He's coming over. Cervantes is casually strolling his way over to hold the other guy up. I mean, this kind of makes sense. Kinda. These are making a fun... They make a fun little gasping sound whenever they get stuck up like this. Alright, one more round.
Vasquez freed Cervantes, but the Inquisitor was badly wounded. The crew was determined to
Oh, we do have to kill everybody. Okay.
Camp.
Well, adios. What does Zacharias have? Oh, he has a musket. Oh shit, he's in a bad spot actually. Oh no. How much damage does this Derringer do? 75. It does 3 damage. Not enough. The deal with the musket in this game is that it holds 1 bullet. It's got good damage and good range, but it's only got 1 bullet. Ah, whatever. Oh, he did it. Outstanding. This is probably not gonna... Yeah, there we go. Actually, this is a terrible spot to have the Inquisitor. Uh-oh. Okay. My luck's holding out. We're all right. We're all right. We're okay. We're okay. We're doing it, man. We're making it happen. Diego should be fine. Yeah, there we go. How much damage does this do? 3. Okay, we can get this guy. Maybe. A little bit too close. Can we shoot him from here? I doubt it. Whatever. We'll just reload our shotgun and wait for him to come up. I think when enemies don't see you, they're not as likely to come up and just shoot you when they get the turn. It's a little funny. Oh, the Derringer takes a soul. Not the result I was hoping for, but okay. Alright, cool. We're fine. Oh dear. Ooh, no. Not good. Okay, what are we gonna do? I need to get this guy, but he's inside of a bit. Ah, tragic. Kinda suck. What is a mandrake root? The root of a medicinal plant provides an immediate luck boost. Okay. Vitality elixir. The list of ingredients contains mostly incomprehensible or non-existent Latin words. Grants healing over time. We'll chug that real quick. I'd rather Zacharias not die. This game's idle animations are kind of funny because the characters are just kind of casually peeking at each other all the time. It's like, ooh, what's going on over there? Oh, that guy's still there. That guy's still standing there. Menacingly. Move Cervantes up a bit. I don't think he's got an angle. Park him over here. Diego's in kind of a bad spot. Yeah, kind of a bad spot. Can he get this guy? kind of. I don't know why he can't see this man over here. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna have a retreat to full cover. See if we can, like, lure these guys out to, like, a better position for Diego to hit him. Okay. These guys all have muskets? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Time for this man to receive his reckoning. At the hands of the Golden Derringer. Excellent. Can he do it? Excellent. Remember, if it's above 50%, it's good. No debates. Get him shot. Maybe we should just try to hit this guy. It's not gonna work, but... Oh my god, it did. Oh my god. Excellent work, Zacharias. That's what I like to fucking see. Hitting a 34%? If I was paying you, I'd pay you more. Maybe. He doesn't know. Diego's out here fighting an army by himself. I just got him in a bad spot. Only 54%, really? Kinda fucking... You get your eyeballs fixed. There we go. That's what I want to see. Delicious 100%. It's the only percentage I can actually trust. Except no substitutes. God damn it. Okay. Oh. Just shooting at each other. It's like, oh, he could oh my god, that's right. That's what the Derringer's good for. You can shoot it twice in one round. I forgot. That's why you bother taking it. A speedy little gun. Oh boy, Diego's getting shot. Yep. Okay, pray. Ooh, okay, we're good. I don't think that could have killed him, but I was getting scared. Fuck. Okay. Back here, reload. Diego's not in a good spot. One more time. Wish my gacha luck was this good. I've been playing Star Rail ever since I had that one shot with it, and I haven't been having that much luck with the rolls. I'm gonna be real. Although, admittedly, that game's SSR rate is kind of absurd. Like on the rate up banner, the chance of you getting an SSR is like 0.6% on most of the rolls, and like only if you factor in like the guaranteed 4-star every 10, it goes up to 1.6%. Oh wow! And it's even lower on like the default banner. It's terrible. The game's good, but its gacha is something else. A whole 1.6. You know what that means? So you remember how there was a banner with Zila, the girl with the scythe, who's really cool. Your chance of pulling her, like including the guaranteed 4-star every like 10 rolls is 0.8%, because it's a 1.6% chance to pull a 5-star, and pulling the 5-star that is big and on the banner, the really cool person that they're showing off, it's a 50-50 if you get an SSR character. So like of all the SSRs, there's a 50% chance you get that one, the big shiny one. It's miserable. They give you a lot of pulls at the start, but it dries up eventually.
The camp would make an excellent, if temporary, home base. They would need to secure some manpower and supplies to keep them fed.
See this, fellas?
Inquisitor
We've got
Cervantes
numbers.
was in no
Oh,
shape to
baby.
accompany them. They left him behind, hoping he would still be breathing when they returned.
Go to the Village. The poverty-stricken village seemed like a good place to acquire manpower. 50 men expressed willingness to join the expedition and serve as Vasquez's peons. They asked for $500 in return. It was a princely sum, but they knew the expedition did not have a choice. Vasquez had no other choice. He agreed to these terms, $500. After the transaction, a man who had been watching from afar approached the posse and offered his gun and his leadership. Said his name was David O'Connell and that he knew the locals well. He replied that adventure was its own reward, but that he wouldn't say no to a piece of whatever wealth the expedition turned up. When Vasquez asked how he could be sure O'Connell wasn't one of La Fortuna's hired guns, the stranger replied, "They'll vouch for me," pointing to several of La Fortuna's men hanging from a tree. Zacharias thought it was risky. Diego just shrugged and said they were doomed either way. Vasquez agreed to let O'Connell join, not hiding his enthusiasm. O'Connell assured them they would be glad of his company. Wow, O'Connell's looking enthusiastic. Jesus Christ. So Vasquez has a beast hearing. He can sense nearby enemies. Diego's got scavenger. You somehow find the best guns in the world on dead enemies, but then you tend to lose them. Yeah, so what scavenger does is that I think it temporarily gives you a pretty good gun if you have like a spot open by like walking over to an enemy and interacting with it. Ricochet's ricochet. Prayer is prayer. All right, we've got a jack. Does anyone else here have a jack? No. We'll put Shadow Salve on Vasquez because he's important. Let's go get some food. Some grub. Local farmhouse. In the wilderness, they found a run-down but still operational farm. When they approached, the farmers leveled guns at the group, but Diego found the right words to allay their fears. Still, the farmers were anything but hospitable. Vasquez tried to acquire provisions. The owner's son made a single offer and did not tolerate any attempts to haggle. $300 for a pile of food, he specified by pointing his gun at it. Okay. The man accepted the money and walked off, saying they could come back later if they needed more. Alright. Men, assemble. Vasquez told his men to set up camp in the ruins. The group's new goal was to find a way to cross the river. Meanwhile, the Inquisitor's state was worsening. They would need to patch him up and send him back before moving on. The expedition's current main camp, where all the supplies and peons were located, along with any injured men. So we need to tend to Inquisitor's wounds, send him to safety, and use scouts to find a way to cross the river. What is organizing a hunt? Vasquez considered send some of the peons to hunt in the area around the camp. While the area was relatively safe, animals were not very plentiful. Honest when the posse goes hunting. The posse hunted out several large animals and returned with a large amount of food. Cool. How's Cervantes looking? We need 2 bottles of liquor to help him out. What does the trapper have? Shop offered a variety of weapons and equipment. Do you have booze, good sir? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. Dude, I do not remember this game being this unstable. Back when, like, what happened right now, you guys know what that thing Windows does where, like, an application, like, stops responding, and then the whole screen turns, like, white, and then, like, the window pops up, like, this application has stopped responding. Would you like to fucking kill it? It almost did that. Like, the screen went white, and then it went back to business. Holy shit. Scary. Anyway, we've got this freakish abomination of a gun. The Steadfast pistol with 14 barrels. What the Steadfast lacks in accuracy and makes up for in volume. How does a man fire this thing? Holy shit. Ew. Got a dexterity elixir. Black, just viscous liquid with a horrid aftertaste. We've got a medical bag. We've got nail bombs, noise bombs, stun bombs. Vitality elixir. Cool. No liquor. That's what I was looking for. Okay, we can get more provisions for $100 dues. The finest man we have here. Does he have alcohol? The dwarf's gnarled hands revealed several bottles of whiskey, which he handed to Vasquez. He refused all payment for them, insisting that fate has to take its course. Though we do get our share of freedom. The men were confused but accepted graciously. Cool. To the camp. We're just gonna bathe Cervantes in liquor. That's how they did medicine back then, you know? Cervantes was resting now. His condition was better now that Zacharias had done some work on him, but he was still in no state to continue the journey. Two peons carrying him to the next town.
Shouting, Cervantes called to Vasquez as the peons carried him off. Grasping Vasquez's arm like a drowning man, he raved that they must follow the Red Star.
The Red Star.
Shook his head sadly. Zacharias merely raised an eyebrow. Vasquez would never forget the raw conviction in the Inquisitor's eyes.
This spot looks suitable for mining gold from the river. 8 peons were ordered to mine gold in the river. After several hours of trying, the peons ended up empty-handed. Oh, they've got 2 broken bones. What about the posse? The posse had to stop their mining attempts when one of them was injured. Wow, no luck. Zacharias cracked his goddamn skull open. We're just trying to pan for gold. What are you guys doing? The rocks are slippery. I think we need manpower right now. Heal our peons. We're doing good. 25 provisions to heal the posse. He'll get over it. We'll send some scouts. Scouts could be sent to explore the area. Inspect the riverbank. Nearby, they discovered a wrecked steamboat. More importantly, downriver, the peons discovered some old docks. It seemed like an ideal spot for crossing the river on a raft. Out west. A location downriver that seemed perfect for fishing or mining gold. They also spotted an old sawmill. Wood could be procured there. It also seemed like a good spot for hunting. Okay. We've got wreckage. We've got the old sawmill. We've got the western riverbank. Let's go all the way down. All the way down. How's the mining looking? Alligators attacked Vasquez and his men who barely got away with their lives. Okay, this river is just dangerous. We're not mining for nothing. Got some trees. 10 men sent to cut wood. Operation was an utter failure. Why is everything fucking up? What's out in the woods? Vasquez considered sending men to search the nearby woods for anything useful other than food. 6 men were required for an effective search party. Odds were that all of them would make it home safe. Found a weapon left behind by either a careless hunter or a bandit. It wasn't the best weapon they'd seen, but a useful find nonetheless. A Douglas Duster Special and a lucky coin. Okay. There we go. That time they got some wood. Jesus. What's over at the wreckage? Disassemble it. Within hours, every usable piece of wood had been removed from the shipwreck. We've got a lot of injured people here. And 2 dead? 2 dead? Already? Damn. How have we already lost 2 men? That's crazy. Let's get some more provisions. And over at the sawmill, organize a hunt. Send some guys out. Hell yeah. I really love that the amount of men that you have is represented by a hat. Sick. How do these guys keep dying chopping wood? What are these guys doing? Must not be being very careful about where the trees are falling, because it's I'm losing men with relative consistency. It's kind of alarming. Everything was in place. They could start the operation soon. Constructing the rafts and loading the men and supplies onto them would take time, however. Vasquez had a feeling they had been noticed. He and his posse prepared to stand guard while the peons built and loaded the rafts. O'Connell suggested that he could supervise the peons instead of standing guard. Yeah, you go do that. Alright, the Douglas Duster Special. When you pack this, any fool who draws on you dooms their own mortal fate. It's a single shot breech-loading gun that's supposed to hide in your fucking sleeve, so it, like, springs out, like, from fucking, like, Django. That's funny. That's good. I like that. Alright, Diego. Your shotgun now has 2 barrels. Congratulations. Bottle of liquor. There's max B. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Open card screen. Ability. Transfusion. Exchange health with target character. That sounds fun. Let's put that on Zacharias since he's the healer. And we'll put prayer on Diego's for that sick pair bonus. Let's go. Let's fight.
As the peons began loading the rafts, La Fortuna's men attacked.
Heal yourself using medical supplies. Hold up bandits until additional provisions are loaded.
Meanwhile, the peons continued hauling supplies.
How far up are these guys? I have no idea. We'll park you right here, old timer. There we go. Where are the men at? That's quite a few of them. I like how the enemy health numbers are gradually ticking upwards. Like, we've gone from 2 all the way up to 4. It's threatening. How long is the cone for this? Pretty freaking long. Okay. Over here. Out of this guy. Damage, cool. Oh, Diego pray, see what he gets. Blessed sight, I like it. Oh, he can go. He can go again. Cool. Pop this guy. There is no way. Yeah, that's what I thought. Zacharias over here. Use the musket. See if maybe... There's no real point to use the ricochet there, but that is a funny idea. Can't shoot all the way over there. You can try to hit this guy, though. It's an even chance. Never mind. No good. The guys with the shotguns have no goddamn fear. You just go. You just go up. Just see what happens. See what God has in store for them. Ooh, there's a guy up there. That's bad. Ouch. They just keep coming. As Leon is wont to say. But yeah, over here. Switch the shotgun. Cone shot. Wombo combo. Oh, that's one. Looking good. How do we get this guy up here? Got a man with a musket. Not sure if that'll be good enough. Only have a long. Oh, it's not reloaded either. That probably doesn't help. Oh no. Creep on over here. It's full cover. Can he aim at this guy? He can. Is it gonna be any good? It's a point of damage. I like it. 1 damage, okay. You know what? That's fair. 1 for 1. That's what I like to see. I do like the bullet traces in this game. They look quite nice. Blessed legs. Does he see this guy? He does. Is it good? No good. Oh, there's 3 more dudes. Oh dear. Ouch. Creeping up on me. I don't like it. Have Zacharias back off to here. I do like me some full cover. Gives me the illusion of total safety. Also, the AI in this game isn't the best at flanking. Like, it tries its best, but as you can see, sometimes they just kind of front They just kind of charge you out the front sometimes.
Most of the supplies were loaded. They could make a run for it now or try to hold the enemies off, giving the peons time to load absolutely everything.
Oh my god, are you serious? Fired a shotgun down that fucking corridor. There is more, like, from Diego's perspective here, there is more man flesh than, like, anything else in this, like, corridor between these buildings. And he fired a shotgun in that area, and he still managed to thread the needle and not hit anybody. That's incredible. Fucking, that should be worth an award or something. Or, like, the opposite of an award. A fucking, I don't know what to call it. How do we escape? Where's the leave? It's over here. I fucking love that giant hand pointing outwards. That's nice. That's good. This means you leave, you go. Get out. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. He goes looking a little jammy, but we're good. Now we can just sprint back to the boat. I'm better stay in cover, gentlemen. Wouldn't do for you to get shot in boarding. They're coming. I can't see them, but rest assured.
The remaining provisions were loaded. It was time to leave.
Time to go. Let's get out of here. Immediately. I'm done with this side of the river. Alvaro Vasquez went on an adventure that had consequences no one could have foreseen. David O'Connell is back. Got some more cards, got some other stuff. Cool, cool. The card screen. Knight of Clubs. Ability. Cannibal. Exciting. Eat human flesh to gain strength and restore health. And Artery Shot. If hit... Why are the 9 cards so fucking fleshy? Transfusion. The whole thing. Wow. Give David O'Connell the Ricochet. He seems like the kind of guy that shows off with his guns. Artery Shot, Transfusion, and Cannibalism. Just everything you could possibly need for an adventure, I guess. I'm gonna check something real quick. What does a full house get you? Oh, it gives you the pair and the 3 of a kind bonuses. Okay, cool. I need a medic bag. There we go. Right, we've got a settlement. The expedition's current main camp where all the supplies and peons were located, along with any injured men. Excellent. Got a village over here. You guys have any food? This peculiar village was inhabited by curious folk who had dark complexions but dressed like Europeans. They never spoke, but at the sight of gold, they made it plain they were willing to join Vasquez. 10 men could be had for $100. Sure. They accepted the money and joined Vasquez's quest. This spot looks suitable for mining gold from the river. Not right now. I think we're good on money. Scatter remains. The site was covered with hundreds of dead bodies. Judging by their state, the bodies had been there for decades. Vasquez had no idea what caused their demise and felt uneasy disturbing the remains. Let's bury them. After many grim hours, all the bodies were buried. The men stood in silence, looking at the hastily made graves. Vasquez felt a certain satisfaction, knowing he had treated the dead with the respect they deserved. A pleasant breeze came from the north. Absurd though it might seem, he firmly believed it was a reward for his good deed. And we got good fortune. Plus 20 max luck. Wow. Good things do lead to rewards. What are we doing? Let's send some scouts out. Number of interesting locations, among them an abandoned mine, an old mansion, and a dam. What's to the north? An old military outpost which appeared abandoned. It was a perfect lookout across the region. The old military outpost appeared abandoned from the outside. Sent 12 men in. As the peons approached the outpost, guns blazed at them from the window. Sitting ducks, they fled in horror. Okay. Not good. Take the outpost by force. Oh dear. What's going on at the dam? The dam had been constructed during more prosperous days, but now is in a terrible state and barely did its job. Someone had left a few buckets here. Let's go get some water. This was no easy feat, as the buckets were in almost as bad a state as the dam. That explained why the former owners had left them behind. The peons procured a decent amount of water, but a second run was out of the question. Alright, let's go heal our men with the water we just got, I guess. Go. Oh, the mansion. Anything good here? The mansion had once been magnificent, but now its interior was ruined and caked in dust. The men couldn't think who might have built it in such a place. There might be useful items inside, but expecting it posed a risk. I do not care. It is not me going in. Get in there, boys. The men successfully searched the building. They found a decent weapon alongside some valuable items. A pepper box, which is okay, and a jack of hearts. We'll give the pepper box to Zacharias, I guess. Loot, that's what I like to see. A jack. Shadow kill. Ravage an enemy not protected by sunlight. Ooh. I like murder. Give that one to Vasquez. He seems like he likes to shadow kill people. Alright, what's at the mine? Beneath the mountain ridge, they stumbled upon an abandoned gold mine. It seemed the miners had left in a hurry as much of their equipment remained. Vasquez considered ordering the peons to mine for gold so that he could recruit more men, but realized it would be risky. I think we've got enough men. We need food. That's what we need. Yeah. Well, better get to the outpost, I guess. Nothing for it. The expedition lacked the provisions required for such an action. Vasquez could force the peons to proceed anyway, but it would increase the risk. Where are we gonna get food? Is there any way to get food? I guess we could hunt. Is that an option? Yeah, we could do that. A jaguar pounced on a member of the posse, wounding him badly. Wow. Go get food. Not enough food for that boss. Yeah. Do I have to send 12 dudes to get shot every single time I check out the outpost? Inside the peons took a group of armed men by surprise. The peons easily overpowered them, forcing them to surrender. Vasquez followed the men into the building and asked for their leader. Okay. A handsome, well-dressed man revealed himself to Vasquez, laughing at the misunderstanding that had just taken place. He introduced himself as famous adventurer Victor Suncove. He said his expedition had been attacked by strange people with a native complexion but European dress. He had been holed up here ever since. Suncove proposed that he and his remaining... The good barbecue made it happen. They had to go hunting, clear our heads a bit, and then come back. Suncove proposed that he and his men join Vasquez. He knew that their way led through an old fort held by natives and had developed a plan for getting past it. He knew when the fewest guards would be there, as well as how to cripple the reinforcements. Vasquez accepted his offer. Diego, showing no interest in engaging the fierce warriors, decided that he would stay back in camp and look after the peons. Yeah, we never looked at our dudes. Alvaro Vasquez was born into a wealthy family, but felt unfulfilled. He hoped his mission to the Golden City would both fatten his wallet and fill the emptiness in his soul. Zacharias was a scholar and a war veteran who had mentored Vasquez since childhood. Vasquez considered him a loyal friend and a trusted advisor. In many ways, he was closer to Zacharias than he was to his own father. David O'Connell, as was evident from his scarred face, O'Connell had taken his share of lumps. He was an effective manager, but derived a disturbing amount of joy from killing. Cool. Sunko was a famous adventurer who had seen more of the globe than any other man. A vicious fighter and unrepentant narcissist, some said his courage was almost entirely dependent on his ignorance. This game has nothing nice to say about anybody. I love it. I'll give him a rifle. 10 of hearts, golden bullet. Ooh, that's a good one. Put that on him. We'll give Sunkove the aces, including Jenks. Ooh. Got a lot of money, but not really a whole lot of ways to spend it. So fort over here, an eastern and a western pass. Get a hunt going. Cool. Did what I think was the case actually work out, or ooh. Okay, whatever. Let's heal Zacharias. Alright, cool. Looking good. We now have no injuries. And a good amount of food. Let's go. The Western Mountain Pass had led to the Western Guard post closer to the fort. By deploying peons here, a parallel strike could be launched along the main assault. Put 20 dudes there. Put 20 dudes here. Let's go. Ahead of them lay an old fort, now being used by the hostile natives. If Sunko's observations were correct, there were few guards stationed at the complex now, but reinforcements would arrive quickly if any combat started. If he could make a small but decisive strike, Vasquez and his companions could take the fort, but it would require wits and precision. They all knew that maximum preparation before attacking would serve them well. Let's go. Put the double shotgun. That replaces the single shotgun. Good old musket, 8 damage. It's got okay range. I think he'll be fine with that. I don't think we have any stuff to give anybody. Ivory flintlock pistol. Painstakingly handcrafted, this pistol has been in the Sunko family for generations. Does 8 damage. Ooh. Alright, whatever. Let's go. The men snuck toward the fort and prepared for the strike.
As expected, the fort was currently only lightly guarded. They needed to plan their strike carefully. Reinforcements would be on the way as soon as Vasquez's men fired their first shot.
O'Connell's got a lot of health, wow. We'll have these two sit by the entrance, and we'll have these two guys creep around the side. Is there a feller inside here, or can we just grab the weapon? Cool. Cool, we're good. We're good. We're doing great. I just want to get my guys in a good position before we inevitably pop shit off. That guy's getting jinxed. Little does he know his luck is being sapped away. If he survives this fight, his next lottery ticket's gonna be miserable.
The natives' goods and equipment.
Single shotgun. Honestly, having Sunkove up here instead of O'Connell would probably be a good idea, because it's like a vantage point. And... oh, this is Zacharias we're controlling, actually. Well, Zacharias has a musket, so it works out. Alright, let's do this. Shotgun. That's one kill.
The first shot was fired, setting the bloody ballet in motion. Reinforcements from the west would arrive first. More would follow.
God damn it. Okay. See, this gets this guy. Hell yeah. 8 damage. Alright, the musket now. I love how the symbol for cannibal is just a fuck. It's like a steak. It's good eating. That was a bold attempt at a shot. Launch time. What do you mean we're low on provisions? Look at all this meat right here. Those guys on the roof are gonna be hard to take care of. Okay. Okay, make some cover here. We'll have Sunco swap to his rifle and shoot this guy. He's not as accurate as a... You know what? It's okay. It worked out. Everything went better than expected. On over here. And reload the musket. Who can he shoot? Only 2. He's got cover from there? Really? Really? That counts? Doesn't look like it should count. I should have gotten one of those nail bombs. Oh, that's a big hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Suncove. Suncove's dead. Let's try that again. One more time. I don't like losing people. It makes the rest of the scenario harder.
They needed to plan their strike carefully. Reinforcements would be on the way as soon as Vasquez's men fired their first shot.
You know what? Maybe we should just have everyone go around the side. Maybe that would be a smarter idea. Creep around over here. Alright. Up we come. Coming around the side. Like a fucking snake. I'll be putting on your undies and there I am. I'll bite you. Over here. Sun Cove. Put you here. Victor Sun Cove is such a fantasy ass name. for like a guy who takes place in like a historical period, it's a ridiculously like fantasy sounding name.
Vasquez happily collected the natives' goods and equipment.
Alright, if we can get our guys on the roof, that would be pretty good. Just creep on over here. Because what was really killing me there was the high ground advantage that the guys on the roof had. Just park Zacharias right here so he has a good view of the courtyard. Subdue this guy. Now that he's subdued, we can get this guy's here. Bryce is staying where he's at. Shadow regeneration. Sun Cove and Vasquez, I think, are gonna go up and take the roof. Oh no, there's a staircase over there. Okay. There isn't anyone inside here, right? Yeah, we're okay. That'd be really embarrassing if I just bumped into someone. Get over there too. That would be nice. Guy right here. Maybe we can get Vasquez over there. Grab the gun over there. This guy again. Alright, will this get him seen? Come on, Sun Cove. Where are they looking? They're not looking in the proper direction. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. Never saw it coming. This is a mighty purty tree. Just keep looking over there. Just keep staring. I love that no one's looking at the hole. I guess it makes sense that they'd assume no one got in, but like this kind of seems like a really massive hole in their defenses, doesn't it? Seems a little silly. Over here, have him sit there. Donald, just keep sticking that guy up. You're doing great, sweetie. Sun Cove's gonna sit here, where he ought to be. That turn. Alright, cool. We're in a pretty good position to get this whole shindig started. But just to make sure we start it properly, we're gonna blast these two guys first, and then we're gonna move all of our dudes down, I think, is how this is gonna work. Can't hear anything. He doesn't have beast hearing. Poor fool. Oh, completely inaudible. I love it. All right, let's do it. This is one. We'll see how this goes.
The first shot was fired, setting the bloody ballet in motion.
Two? Two.
West would arrive first.
World's quietest table. It's completely padded with cotton. 3. 4. Cool. Perfect turn. Alright. That's taken care of. Let's get Vasquez over here, because I want him to grab the guns over there so that we get plenty of weaponry. I'd love it. More enemies coming from over there, which is interesting. Zacharias move here, reload his gun. He's in a good sniping position. Sun Cove here, pull his rifle out. Can he shoot anybody from here? 62, 52, that's pretty far. Let's give this a shot. 2 damage, I'll take it. I'm down. Ricochet. Is there anything I can bounce a bullet off of? I mean... I could. It's not a good idea. It's an option. It's not. Move him down here a little closer to the action. I think that's where he used to be. Mr. O'Connell. Local murder enthusiast, I guess is how I'd put it. Ouch. Ooh. I'm just running around and exploring with Vasquez while the rest of the guys are fighting for their lives. Oh look, cool weapons. Hey guys, check it out. Look at what I found. It's a gun, crazy. Two. One damage, I'll take it. I don't like how, like, tightly these guys are kind of dug in over there. Not a lot of opportunity to flank. And O'Connell's taking more hits than I want him to. Well, that's all the guns. I'm back around. Wired all of the equipment I could possibly need. Excellent. Who's my best shot here? All 54. Wow. Equality. Perish. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think this position is doing O'Connell any favors. Okay, that's one more. Got these two guys to deal with. You guys please, like, move. Like, put yourself in a more disadvantageous position for me. Please, pretty please. I'd adore you guys for it. I'd be like, wow, that's pretty cool of you, and then I'll murder you. I feel like it's a pretty good deal. Oh. Deal of a lifetime right here, Jack. You don't have to live in the Hard West anymore. I think it's a great bargain. What is golden bullet this guy? Ugh! Sick. Do it. I think we're gonna get him. Just need to move up on him. I do like the golden bullet because it's like, I could flank these guys. Or I could just shoot right through their cover. Just blast right through them.
They would have time to prepare an ambush.
Ambush, you say? Don't mind if I do. How fast can you move, Sun Cove? Not very is what I'm seeing here. Come on, it's just 2 ladders. Go quick. Go quick, buddy. Go quick. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Why are you so slow? Vasquez could have been in China by now at the rate you're going. Alright, reload. I love that the animation for reloading the shotgun and the rifles is all the same. It's all the same. If the gun's long, it works the same as all the other ones.
Sprung wide, revealing several armed men. Vasquez was amazed by the organization of these jungle-raised natives. The peons wounded several enemies, but
Well, fellas,
perished.
let's see if this kills anybody. Oh! This doesn't make sense! It doesn't make sense! I don't get it! Fucking... I don't get it! Why? Why? Why is it 43%? I don't understand. Okay, one guy. Ah! Oh my god. It was such a good ambush. It was such a good ambush. And it did nothing. Dude, they did do the shotgun so dirty. It's hideous. It's disgusting. Fucking why? Doesn't make sense, dude. Oh, baby. I got a bullet in the quarter pounder, right? Yeah, just obliterate this man. Excellent. There we go. Down to one guy? We're down to one guy. That's what I like to see. Will this kill him? I like how that attempt to shoot a guy who had full cover had more accuracy than that first, like, shotgun blast did. Doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Is that all of them? Was that not all of them? Sirs? I think we're missing a guy. Hello? David O'Connell has a quarter pounder and like a single barrel shotgun. He has two guns and each of them has one bullet. Is there a guy here I missed? Hello? Oh, from the east. Oh shit. Oh, they've got more reinforcements. I should have figured. Get moving, gentlemen. Better be quick. Oh god. They have reinforcements coming from multiple sides. Who could have seen this coming? We want Vasquez on the ground because he has a shotgun. Well, we'll save the higher ground for someone with like a rifle, someone who can actually like use it properly. I always find it funny how games like these treat stairs as if they're just some... Like, they always treat stairs a little weird. Like, you can't be partially on stairs. You're either on one side of the stairs or on the other side of the stairs. You can't just walk up the stairs a little bit. I feel like it's because of some limitation or thing that they're trying to get around. Like, maybe it's some sort of, like, issue, which is related to why, like, Zacharias has his, like, he's, like, knee-deep in this wooden step here. Alright, now we're staring at the tree. Back where everything began. Stairs are difficult, I can imagine. Walking is hard. Everything's hard. It's all difficult. Alright, everybody. We're doing this again. One more time!
Eastern Gate. Fighting the peons had tired them, but their injuries were only slight.
What? I was born with 6 billion neurons. I will not be denied my difficult walk. This has got to... Come on. Come on. It's gotta happen. Come on. Please? 2? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It beats 0. That's a bigger number than 0. 2 more? Let's see. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh! Oh, that makes up for it. One of them lived, but that's okay. That's damage. That's damage. I knew I wasn't shooting confetti out of this fucking shotgun. I knew I loaded metal into this thing. Sweet Jesus. Alright. Fucking get this guy out of here. Just fucking perish. Please. You're the last one. It's not worth it. Whatever you're fighting for, it's not worth it. He's the last one. Fucking mission complete. All objectives complete, no one died, whatever, that's a victory. King of Spades. Oh, that's a lot of guns. Oh, we got the Navy gun, finally. Ugh, hand that to a couple people. A sawed-off Cobra, sick. Who gets the heavy pepper box? Let's give that to the old man. Alright. We got the King of Spades. Who's got the king? Who's the king in this? What does 2 pair give you? 10 defense, god damn. Okay. Well, I think I know this, yeah, this scenario, we've got a chunk of scenario over here, and we've got another very sizable chunk right here. So we're only like about halfway through. and we're coming up to about 3 hours, so I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. Now that I've proven that shotguns exist, I'm gonna get while the getting's good. So I'll see you guys next time. Anyway, tomorrow we are playing Resident Evil 4, and the day after that we're playing BioShock. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I hope you guys had a fabulous Friday evening, and I hope you will have a fabulous weekend. I'm going to go sleep, because I've hit the stage of post-alcohol consumption where I get tired and dehydrated and my head starts to hurt. So I'm gonna go take care of myself and then have a nice sleep. Thank you all again for coming. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.